Hi Nathan. Opening day league win at the Valley, followed up by in the league by a point on the road at Bristol. Aside from the obvious pleasure in the points tally, the manner of the performances, especially at Ashton Gate, where 1 point could have easily been three, must give you enormous satisfaction.
Yeah, look, first and foremost, we have to make sure that we adapt to the level, and then we're really competitive very quickly. And I think we've done that. Like, as I said, there's only 2 games and one cup game, but we show we're in a good place, and we showed that we are more than capable of competing this level.
And you name an unchanged side for that game, and mostly an unchanged squad in the league at Bristol City. Is that going to be important, especially in the early part of the season?
Well, look, you want continuity in anything. In anything in life, you like continuity. So if we can keep rolling out the same squads, then it means that we're in a good place, and there's no need for change. What we have is a very strong squad, a very competitive squad, where we will use everyone for the games that we have coming up now, leading into the international break. Every one of the squad will be used, and that's why we've asked the club, and the club have backed us in terms of investing in such a high quality squad.
And given that, how is the squad after the opening 2 games? Apart from the ones we know about, and that's Will Mannion obviously was the one change that you had to make. Is he okay?
Yeah, he had a minor accident which stopped him, but he's back training fully. We've had Rhys Burke back in training this week, so look, we're in a relatively better position than we were, albeit we're in quite a good position anyway.
You mentioned before about last week at least about streamlining the squad. No, we've done that before. Since then, Alex, Gassan and Kahim have all gone out on loan. Do you envisage any more going out on loan? Are you happy with where we are now, regardless of whether you bring anybody more in?
Well, look, what we want to do is just add. We probably want to add, at least one body. We know the position that we need it, and maybe to do that, we want to make sure that our numbers are good. Now, as I said, the club have been amazing in backing us. They trusted us to then put players out to keep developing the asset, and we've done that. Gaston's got a really good move and started very well. Alex Mitchell has got a move, and we're delighted to see that Kahim's gone and is in a wonderful place there. It's important that if they're not going to impact on us now, it's important that we keep them moving forward, keep developing the asset and sending them to the right clubs, and we feel we've done that, along with Terry Taylor going and sort of rekindling his relationship with Northampton. We're very pleased with the business we've done.
We played a side that finished mid-table in the Championship last season, a side that finished in the Championship playoffs last season, and next up we've got a side that were in the Premier League last season. That progression of challenges, is that sort of symptomatic of the journey we've always talked about?
Well, it's the league, I mean, if there isn't many teams in the Championship who haven't been in the Premier League. It's probably a good quiz question. So week in, week out, we're going to have Premier League or ex-Premier League challenges. We're going to have teams that have finished high in the Championship. Teams that it is all this, but this is the league. It's a fantastic league. It's a wonderful league. It's a challenging league, and we're relishing every single moment of it.
Do you allow yourself time in the midst of what is obviously a hectic and demanding schedule to reflect on that bit of journey that we're on?
No, not anymore. I mean, we do that. We know we do that with the hierarchy at the club when we reach certain stages, and then look, now it's on to the next challenge. There's nothing reminiscing about now. We meet in this challenge head on. We know where we want to go. This is all part of the journey. This is not our destination. We've said that. We keep saying that, and we want to be bold in fulfilling that.
The Valley will once again be rocking on Saturday, as it was in the opening game of the season, especially with the players that have been here a little while. Have they mentioned to you just how different it is now compared to maybe when they first came?
Well, I feel it myself, with the greatest respect. I was with Johnny Jackson the other day that said he hadn't seen the Valley like it was for the Wycombe game. So then now, week in, week out, when we first came, there was probably 9, 10, 11,000. I remember the Lincoln game on the Tuesday night. When you watch the game back, there's empty sections of the ground everywhere. That's not the case now. And bear in mind, we are getting big crowds for August, which is notoriously the worst month because people are on holidays and so on. It means that we're in a good place. The club's in a good place. We're starting to believe in something together. There's a collective focus on what we want to achieve from owners to decision makers to staff to fans to community. Everything we have now, we're in one direction. That's what we want to go to. So what we have to do is continue that, because as we keep saying, this is not our destination. We want this to be part of the journey, and we're in a good moment, but good moments can come and go. What we want to be is constantly improving, and that's the striving thing we have here.